AMC is skyrocketing here in after hours. Let's talk about it. They're up about 7.5%. At the highest point, we were up about 9%. So there's definitely a lot to cover here. Let's go over what is going on, as well as go over the short squeeze aspect of this trade. Give you guys all the short interest data, the Stocko tracker data, as well as the 13F filings, because hedge funds and institutions consistently are buying into AMC stock. Let's get into this video. Hit that like button for me. Consider subscribing to the channel, and the official sponsor of this video is going to be Moomoo. If you guys are not signed up with them, definitely recommend you guys do so. If you deposit $100 using the link down below in the description, get up to $350 in free stock. I got a free share of Starbucks. That was literally a over 100% gain just by depositing $100. So check that out if you guys do want to. Link down below in the description. So let's talk about it. AMC has a lot of volume as we currently speak. We did close regular trading at $38.79 per share. Now we are about $41.47 per share. So we're making a big move, up $2.30 here in after hours, and it is very, very volatile. We hit a high of $42.41 per share, and that was up about 9%. So what is exactly going on? Well, that's a tough thing to answer to you guys. I might have to circle back and make another video once this news does become more public. I think it definitely has to do with some kind of news. Maybe AMC did put out its earnings numbers, and actually let's go take a look at that at their actual website, investor relations, to see if anything did come out. But I am not seeing anything that suggests we should be seeing this move. And sometimes companies will put out their earnings numbers before the actual earnings date, but still I am not seeing anything that is going over the numbers of AMC. So if there is no news on this, like I said, I will be sure to bring you guys a video on the exact news that is causing this move here in the after hours. But right now it looks to be possibly a large short position covered. That is the only other logical explanation if there is no news, and nothing is coming up on Adam Aaron's Twitter as well. Go ahead and refresh this yet again. So nothing right now. I wish there was some definitive answer here, because AMC is just going crazy. But if a large short position did cover, you're definitely seeing a lot of people just FOMO buying into this in the after hours. That is definitely what is going on in this first candlestick right here. 367,000 for volume. That is a considerably high amount of volume for after hours trading. If you guys just take a look at the size of this candle, right here where my cursor is, you guys can see, comparing that to after hours we see on any given day, it's way higher than anything that we normally see. So just a little bit of, buying power going into a stock in after hours can move it pretty big. But what happens in after hours is likely to continue on into the next day of trading. So it looks like tomorrow, obviously, I don't think we're going to erase this whole over 7% gain. It should be a solid day as well. And we broke out past $40, which is a great sign overall. So that is the current situation. AMC is still going higher, up almost 8% as we currently speak. So there is definitely something that is going on, and I really want to find out what it is, but literally nothing I can find out. If anything did get released as far as earnings, it would be on AMC investor relations and nothing. So we're just going to circle back to that probably in another video. If anything does come out, and just let you guys know, put a rain check on what is going on in the after hours, because it is just going crazy. Big congratulations to everybody that has remained in their AMC positions. Now hopefully looking a little bit better after this move. So let's get into the Ortex data, what is going on. So let's refresh the page. We're looking at 17.15% short interest of free flow, 87.72 million shares that are sold short. You're only seeing about 150,000 return shares for the day, but borrowed shares at 1.5 million. This is not necessarily shares that are covered, but essentially from the free flow on loan being returned back to their owners before they're actually sold short. Borrowed shares, same thing. Borrowed shares adding to the free flow on loan. So let's get into utilization. That's at 87.52%, and the free flow on loan is at 20.56%. So there is still about 3% of the free flow on loan out on loan that has not been sold short yet. So you could see more shorting. I don't expect that to actually be happening. And like I said, if there is no news supporting this rally here in after hours, then we are likely seeing a large short position that did cover, gave us that initial boost, and then you are seeing those FOMO buyers buying into the stock and helping to prop this thing up. Now, let's talk about the 13F filings and then the Stock O tracker data. So go to institutional owners, and we could see, like I said, a lot of firms that are reporting today that they have brand new positions, or at least are holding on to their positions. And some of this red, you guys are seeing firms that have actually sold out. Right here, this is a put position, so they sold their short position. Right here, sold their short position, but also sold whatever shares they had. It doesn't exactly say what their position was, but you could see overwhelmingly high majority of hedge funds and institutions are consistently holding on to their positions and even loading up on brand new positions. You can see right here, 178,000 shares, brand new position, 217, almost 218,000 shares right here, a brand new position. And some of these other ones are a little bit smaller, but we are seeing Wells Fargo and Goldman Sachs continuously buying AMC stock. So it is looking incredibly good as far as the hedge funds and institutions sentiment for AMC stock. The last thing you want to see is hedge funds and institutions selling out of the stock. And historically, like I have talked about many times before, if you had just bought AMC stock before earnings in 2021, you would have made a ton of money, up 60%, about 4 weeks out, mind you, not the next day after earnings, but about 2 to 4 weeks after the actual earnings day is when we tend to hit the peak. And back here in March, you would have made 60%. Back here in May, you would have made 1,000%. And back here last earnings, August 9th, you would have made about a 100% return. So definitely don't want to be shorting AMC at the current moment unless you are just absolutely crazy or you are dumb to the trend of AMC and earnings. Now, expiring this Friday, we're looking at 140,000 calls that are out of the money. In the money calls at 30,115. So it is starting to populate pretty nicely. It could lead to a smaller gamma squeeze. I wouldn't expect anything too crazy though. As far as the next possibility for a small to medium-sized gamma squeeze, that's going to be November 19th. We have 17,747 calls that are in the money. Out of the money calls at 168,710. So we still have 2 expiration dates to get to before we get to this monthly options expiration date. And we could see the options chain start to populate with a lot more contracts. And obviously we have earnings next Monday, so that's going to be November 8th, and we are going to see a lot of people opting to purchase this November 19th expiration date instead of the November 12th expiration date for obvious reasons, right? Just people in general tend to buy the monthly option expirations much more than the weeklies. So right there, you could look at that populate pretty fast if we do get the news that we are expected to get from AMC. We'll just check again to see if anything has changed and see if we can figure out what is exactly going on with this move. If there's nothing going on, like I said, maybe a short interest owner that is actually covering, because there is nothing that I can find crazy. But we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe something else will come out here shortly. See, the last things were from November 1st and November 1st. These were press releases. So that is pretty much it. Let's take a look at the option chain for AMC to see if there's anything crazy that is going on right now. If anything is we actually do see quite a bit of contracts that are now in the money since AMC is up 8% in the after hours. We're looking at almost to the $42 strike that is now in the money. So the $39 strike went in the money, 40, 41, and now the $42 strike. You're looking at 9,500 for open interest at the $39 strike, $40 strike, almost 24,000 contracts that did go into the money just now in after hours. $41 strike, about 7,000 that are now in the money. $42 strike, about 13,000 that are in the money. All in all, this does control about 4.5 million shares that will have to be hedged for. And you've seen a lot of volume on these contracts throughout the day today. 56,000 for volume at the $40 strike alone. So could see, you know, a little bit of delta hedging here in the after hours too. Would not surprise me. I tend to think there is some news. I don't think it is a short covering, but if there is no news, like I said, it's likely a short covering, and we have just a ton of volume right now. The price is moving around a lot, so I'm gonna do more digging, see if I can find anything. Hit that subscribe button if you guys want to be notified whatever news is going on right now. I will bring that to you guys as soon as I do figure it out. So hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.